The National Resource Center for Participant-Directed Services is a nonprofit organization here at Boston College that helps states and organizations all around the country that are trying to take a look at their home community services for people with disabilities, for older people, and redesign them in a way that participants have more control over what happens to their lives. Most of the country, what happens today is, whether you're elderly or a younger person with disabilities, you need help bathing, dressing, getting out of bed. You go to an agency. The agency may assign 5 different people a week, or you don't have any control over who helps you, especially with such personal services. You have to go to bed at the time they can get a staff person there, and the agencies have a lot of restrictions on what they can do. So what this really does, it's a whole new way of thinking about things where the person's in charge and they get to individualize a plan for what's best for my life.
Everything's going very, very well. Okay. When I do need some respite care.
I find with working with the participants that I work with, one of the most exciting and powerful components of the consumer-directed option is the ability for each individual participant and their caregivers to see what it is truly that is going to be most helpful to them. And it is such a varied answer depending on the different situations, and it's definitely one of the most powerful parts of it. In working with the participants and their families, they routinely bring me to tears with their excitement and appreciation and absolute thanks for the program, for keeping them out of everything from as severe as bankruptcy, because there are families who would find a way to do these treatments no matter what, but this program allows them to get them paid for versus having to go that route of spending every last penny they have.
Stuff on your knees for you.
Yeah.
All right?
Yep.
Okay. The quality of my parents' life has changed quite a bit by having them at home. The grandchildren come in fact, these are the great-grandchildren. They come in, they stay overnight, and whenever we have holidays, birthdays, everybody comes home. Before, this did not work that way. We would have to go down to the nursing home. Sometimes Dad wasn't feeling well enough to go down. And as long as we're home in the house and we have enough room, everybody comes home. We spend Christmas, birthdays, everything here, and it's good. We all get together, and we all know and see that they're happy. Take this pill here. Physically and mentally, since they've been in the program, I know that they're getting the best care, and I could not do this if it wasn't for CDCS, because I would have to have some type of employment for myself, but yet they couldn't be left alone. Someone would need to be with them, and that someone can be me, which is I'm a part of the family, so that means there's not strangers or different people coming in every day, so this has been an asset. We just started a lifeline for my dad.
We're very excited about how it went because her mother's care significantly improved, significantly. Her physical health improved, her mental health improved, her father improved because he was so happy to have his wife back home.
One of the parts of healthcare reform that's getting a lot of attention goes by the acronym, the CLASS program. I think that means Community Living Assistance Services and Supports. But it heavily draws on the lessons from cash and counseling. And, whereas it is a voluntary social insurance, it is one that gives people control of a budget, which they have great latitude in deciding how to spend. We've been looking hard at all of our lessons from cash and counseling for the last 10 years and trying to bring them to bear on making the CLASS option even more exciting and effective. One of the truly exciting new developments has been with the Veterans Administration adopting the cash and counseling model and approach and using it to develop options for veterans coming back from Iraq, Afghanistan, as well as, people from World War II who are now into their 80s and 90s. So we've been working very closely with the Veterans Administration and as they've designed this option. They are using the network of area agencies on aging, the aging network, you know, to deliver this. But we've been working with the Veterans Administration on how do you design the program, how do you make sure each state is up and running and in good order before it gets started, and we've been providing training to the Veterans Network as they implement this. We're hoping with that one, you know, to have sites in 28 states before the year is over, and I think there's a 3-year plan to have this option available throughout the country, and it's one of the things that makes me want to get up in the morning.